Amazing that we finally got a Mark 7 Golf GTI CLUBSPORT S here with the Golf GTI Edition 50.
Considering you haven't got a gear stick, this is about as good as it can get in a front wheel drive car.
Yeah, but which one's best? Hello and welcome back to the Volks Wizard channel. Now, some of you may know recently Volkswagen announced that the Golf GTI Edition 50 was the new front-wheel drive lap record holder at the Nürburgring's Nordschleife, trouncing the Honda Civic Type R, which is a perfect example of history repeating itself because exactly 10 years ago, the Mark 7 Golf GTI CLUBSPORT S also trounced the Honda Civic Type R at the Nürburgring's Green Hell. So in today's video, I'm going to give you a look around the Mark 7 Golf GTI CLUBSPORT S just to remind you guys why this car is so special in the 50th anniversary year of the Golf GTI. Unfortunately, I don't have a Golf GTI Edition 50 that I can park next to it and compare it with directly, but I'll just drop some photos in. Oh my God, it's a Golf GTI Edition 50 and it's dark moss green. What are you doing here, Si?
I'm off to the Nürburgring. Well, actually, the closest to it, Wales.
Okay, that sounds like a lot of fun. Can I come too?
You've got the old car. Do you think you'd be able to keep up?
I don't know, but I'll probably have more fun. But we can talk about this later. Before we go though, can you just park up next to it and then we can just compare the two cars together? I mean, there's no real comparison because mine is
I've got red
better.
wheels.
Yeah, why? Do they make it faster?
Probably. And red seat belts. Not just edges.
Yeah, like an MG Metro, I think those are from.
Quality.
All right, park it up. Let's see which car out of these two is best. Obviously, you guys have got your own opinions. You can decide as well. As ever, let me know in the comments that I'm right and Simon's wrong. It's amazing that we finally got a Mark 7 Golf GTI CLUBSPORT S here with the Golf GTI Edition 50 performance pack. We'll talk about that more later. I think probably the first time these two cars have been together, at least in the UK. So we'll start off with some basic stats because there's one that I want to ask Simon, and that is, how much is your car as tested?
54 grand.
Can you say that again just for everyone to hear?
54 grand, which is broadly similar to what this would be if it was new today.
Are you sure about that?
Yeah, more or less with inflation.
Well, I don't think it's that high. It's going to be like the mid-40s, so it's a fair chunk more expensive than this factory numbered limited production car that's just 400 units have been made. Coming to the UK, we've probably got like over 1,000 of those. That's just the UK market. So is it really a fair comparison? Let us know in the comments. Okay then, so I think you've lost that really, although it's early days yet. Horsepower?
325.
Okay, well, that's definitely more in the top trump sense compared to my car, but life isn't all about top trumps. Mine's 310, but then if we look at the power to weight ratio, which I probably should have worked out before I started this video, I don't think there's going to be an awful lot in it. You're going to be around 1450 kilograms. I'm 1250 kilograms, so I actually think power to weight ratio for the CLUBSPORT S is more favourable.
But the engine's just a bit of it.
Okay, what else have you got then?
So this car's got the performance pack.
Yeah.
And in my opinion, it's not worth having it.
So nearly 4 grand extra to have the car that you should have had in the first place, but keep going.
Yeah.
What'd you get then?
So I think it's definitely worth having because otherwise it's a CLUBSPORT.
Yeah.
To all intents and purposes.
And actually, you don't even have the proper performance pack because you've got the contented one with the interesting colour wheels.
But it's special. It's special. So we've got different hubs, front and back. We've got different dampers, specially selected DCC. We've got different springs. And then if you look at the back of the car, you've actually got a controlling arm with an extra support on. They've really gone to town on this car. That
control arm change for the performance pack means they've actually fitted a part from the Mark 7. So basically you've got a 54 grand Mark 7.
They benchmarked this car and just made it better.
Better how though? Heavier?
Modern suspension.
Modern?
Yeah.
Okay.
Rear seats.
10 years is a long time when it comes to... We'll come to the rear seats shortly, because actually you could quite argue that the Golf Clubsport S isn't a Golf, because a Golf should be practical, and the kind of basic part of being practical is having back seats. You could argue 5 doors isn't really that important, but 5 seats is. 10 years is a long time when it comes to tyre and chassis development, but ultimately it's a Volkswagen. It's restricted by budget. Technology may rocket off into the stars, but you're still, you know, your car's still built to a price, and I don't think it's that different personally.
I've even got special Bridgestone tyres.
This car comes with Michelin's. I think Michelin's is a better brand to have. And not only are they Michelin, what's one of the best car makers? Porsche. So this car came with Michelin, Porsche tyres. What have you got? Bridgestone?
You had Cup 2s that don't work in the wet. I've got Bridgestones, which are track tyres that work in the wet.
But he hasn't actually driven the car in the wet. So we'll reserve judgment on that.
I rely on Jonathan Benson.
Yeah, the guy from tyrereviews.com. Very good, but we don't drive on test tracks. We need to see what it's like in the wet. Brakes, what have you got there?
So
They look quite heavy.
Yeah, I've got the 2-piston Clubsport brakes, same as the Golf R. Work really well.
Okay,
So good, you've got them.
I'm going to have to concede on that one, because I've actually got the same brakes on my car, because the 340s on the Clubsport S are super light, but they're not really up to driving on a proper track, where you're on track for longer than 7 minutes and 47 seconds. So yeah, I'll let you have that one. Colour, that's not a very Golf GTI colour, is it?
Yes, it is.
Tarty metallic green.
Yeah, people say, oh, it's another oak green. It's not oak green. It's more like the Mark 1 Laser green. It's actually very close to it.
It is, yeah. It's also an unlucky colour.
And this car is number 13.
Okay, now I think we need to talk about your stripe. Where did you get that from? Halfords?
It's a GTI. That's a red stripe, just like the wheels,
Yeah.
like the grille.
Wheels? I don't even think Halfords would sell those. You got those off Temu, didn't you?
Oh, red lacquer, special.
Have you ever thought about refurbishing those? Because we all curb wheels, don't we? We're only human. In fact, actually,
Might be tricky.
you might be able to change them into a nice colour then.
Like the ones on a normal Club Sport.
And what do you call these stickers?
It just reminds you, it's a GTI 50.
A GTI 50, but I don't need stickers on my car. Okay, I've got a stripe, but it's actually quite subtle and quite tasteful. And it says the model of the car in a sort of classy way. I've paid what you say is the equivalent of 50 grand for this car when it was new. I haven't had to change it. I'm not embarrassed by any feature on this car. It doesn't have red wheels. It doesn't have city stripes. It doesn't have tacky stickers. It's exactly the car I wanted.
It doesn't have back seats.
Out of the showroom. That's true. That is true. And, you know, it is a Golf and it should be practical, but this goes beyond a Golf. It just feels special the minute you get inside it. It's got Recaro bucket seats. It's got that pole in the back. It's got the net. It's like no other Golf.
No parking sensors.
So, who cares? This is a car for the racetrack and the open road. It's not a car for shopping centres and supermarkets.
You don't have a special exhaust either.
No, you've got an Akrapovich. You've got to really like You've got to really like titanium if you really want an Akrapovich, because it's not that different sounding to a standard exhaust. In fact, I prefer the black oval exhaust.
Pops and bangs. Just
sorry,
subtle.
it's not 2008. Pops and bangs.
It's
Okay,
nice.
actually, the Clubsport S does pop and bang, but it did that before it was trendy and before it was very untrendy to do that, so we can forgive the Clubsport S. You've got a diffuser though, which looks like it's from a racing car, but then it also looks like it's from Temu as well. Have you got an aero package like I have on my Clubsport S?
It must be doing something.
I don't remember any of the reviews saying we've reduced lift on this car by putting the aero package on with the wing and the front bumper that's designed to suck the car to the ground. All your car does is suck.
In real terms, it's 10 seconds quicker around the Nürburgring, and that's a lot. So it's doing something.
Who cares about the Nürburgring?
Well, it's just like our roads.
It's
badly surfaced, rough, big curbs.
You better watch those curbs with your red wheels. Anyway, I think on the outside, for me, the Clubsport S is the win. It's quite subtle, but that is what a Golf should be like. For the Edition 50, there's just too many bits that annoy for the price, though the colour, we both agree, is a win.
It's gorgeous. Yeah.
DMG FTW. Right, let's have a look inside and see if it gets any better in there. Right, let's start off by having a look inside my Clubsport S. And the first thing, listen to that. Sounds like a Golf, right? Listen to this.
Yeah, pretty good.
Sounds like a Corsa. And then when you pull the door handle and you open the door here, oh look, there's no rough edge. While on your car, I think that bit's from a Seat Leon. And look at my beautiful bucket seats on the second-hand market, £6,000, which is about what your car will be worth in 10 years for all of it.
So you need to be careful where you leave this then.
Yeah, well, that's what you have to be like with something so desirable and covetable and special.
I guess they can't nick the back seats.
It's a sports car. And then look at that plaque. It's not made by Kevin in Milton Keynes. That's applied. Sorry, what are you tapping? Yeah, it opens as well. 242 of 400. So when Volkswagen made this car, they said we're only going to make 400. So if you buy one, you know what it's going to be worth in the long term. Well, with your car, how many is it? I think you said 1,500 today, or 1,000.
Maybe, or 1,000.
That's just for the UK market, right?
Yeah.
Now, being rare doesn't necessarily make it good, but it's good. And look at that Golf ball gear knob. It's been on Golf since day one, and there's nothing Golf
often
ball.
cracks across the middle.
Only with your heavy-handed shifting. Look at my Alcantara wheel.
Yeah,
Still
it gets
immaculate.
grubby, cleaned every day.
Well, at least I don't drive around holding somebody else's dirt, because that's what you do with leather, because you don't notice it gets as dirty. This is like a white coat for a doctor, this is. It just shows the dirt and you just clean it. I've got somewhere to put my key. Look at that. Clever, isn't it? Which also makes it harder to steal, which is quite useful because it's a very desirable car. Just open my glove box, will you?
I was just noticing the sat-nav. I can't quite see it.
It's got CarPlay, that's all we need.
Oh, it's
and look
got
at
a CD-ROM and an SD card.
Yeah, everything you could need. And
very
then look at
up-to-date.
this. Feel that. Feels like a cat. Flock lining. Somebody in your car's decided not to flock and save themselves the cost of a
Wait.
beer. No, not weight. And I've got a sunglasses holder, which you haven't got.
Yeah, that'll come down.
And in
when
this
you're
car,
driving at
they're even,
speed.
look, Golf GTI sunglasses.
No.
Come down? I don't think so. It's a work of art, the Mark 7 interior. It's so simple, so functional. Check this out. I can actually set the climate without crashing.
Actually, you've got proper pedals, I'll give you that.
Yep.
You've got black pedals. They are better.
And I'll give you the mats in your car are at least as nice as these, which is good, although the carpets are somewhat lower grade.
Bit half-hearted attempt at red.
It's class, isn't it? Red's a little bit clumsy, isn't it? It's a bit, you know, not very classless like a Golf should be. And look at my gauges. They're not an iPad. They're not the same in a base Golf, just with different software. They've been made specifically for this model, like a chronograph watch.
They're old, not modern.
Okay, well, let's have a look at modern in your Edition 50. Right then side, well, it looks like a Mark 8 in here, which by all accounts is not progress from the Mark 7. So put your laptop away, get it off the dash to stop distracting things, and just tell me a bit more about the car.
It's not an 8. It's got a GTI specific display.
That's the same on an 8.
They've improved the steering wheel.
They've improved the steering wheel by making it like a Mark 7.
They've got buttons, yeah.
At least you haven't got a sticker there though.
That's all right, it's nice. That's
the GTI
nice.
50 logo on the steering wheel.
Yeah.
Is actually all right. At least it says what the car is, unlike a Mark 8 Club Sport.
And the big display.
Oh, that's the display, right.
Yeah, they've resolved all the problems
Have they?
with the 8. Yeah.
Where's the climate control panel?
It's much better. It's
Where's
much
the
better.
climate? Actually, while I look in here, Where's your flock lining gone? In fact, where's your instruction
The
manual
door
gone?
bins are flocked.
Here they are, but I've got in the glove box as well. And what do you call?
They're saving weight.
What do you call that?
Yeah, saving weight.
What's GTI about this very bland
It
bit
all
of
counts in a
plastic-looking
Nürburgring
aluminium?
lap time.
Does it really?
Yeah.
What? Isn't carbon fibre faster?
Yeah.
And then, what do you call these? They look like a yuppie's braces,
They are just like out of a Porsche.
just like out of an MG Metro or Maestro, or maybe even Montego.
No, GTS 911.
GTS 911. Well, that's about all that car's got in common with a Porsche, isn't it? And where's your sunglasses holder gone?
It's all well put together, well screwed
In
together.
fact, where have your switches gone? I know they've fixed the steering wheel, but what?
You don't need anything up there.
Red
Yes.
pedals.
Red. I don't like the red pedals, if I'm honest. I don't like the red pedals.
Yeah.
I don't know.
That's terrible.
Yeah, but look at the seal guards. You got seal guards?
No, I don't have seal guards.
A little bit of tighten, you can pull down, and you pull the centre down.
The little strap for the cup holder in the back is tartan. It's quite cool, actually.
Proper seats, and it's still 10 seconds quicker.
Yeah, but it's not all about speed, is it? But it's all about the feel, how the car performs, you know, how it excites you. It's not about speed. I don't get excited sitting in a plane at 500 miles an hour.
When wins Evo Car of the Year, you might have a different opinion.
If it wins Evo Car of the Year.
There's a thought.
We shall see.
You came second.
Yeah, I came second to a Porsche 911R. That was some serious competition back in 2016. There aren't that many cars like that around these days, and I don't think it's going to be the GT3 convertible that's going to win this year, but I could be wrong. Now, let's have a look under the bonnets, because that is where the magic happens in both of these cars. Oh, don't strain yourself. Let me
It
put this on, because you don't have a telescopic strut on this car, do you, Simon? And is this the same engine bit? Oh yeah, it is. But there's nothing on here to tell you what this engine is. I thought you said this was a special edition car.
What's your
Why has it
car
got
have
an
on the
enormous-
engine?
Sorry?
What's your car have on the engine?
It's got like red, and it says Volkswagen and TSI. This says nothing.
Doesn't need to under here. Doesn't need to.
Well, at least you don't have the soft engine cover that catches fire, because it would be a real shame if this limited edition
Yeah, and they didn't
burned
used to have
out.
anything at all after that. So yeah, that's good. And it's a later generation of the A888.
Oh yeah. So what have you got? 2 litre, 4-cylinder
Yeah.
turbo. Sounds very similar to my car.
Different turbo, remember? Different
So-
turbo, Golf R turbo.
What does that mean?
Not the same one that's on the GTI CLUBSPORT or the GTI.
What, have they made it a bit cheaper?
No, it's a
'Cause
it's
the
a
rest of the
Continental
cars-
turbo that is a lot better. So Golf R's produce 350 plus on most rollers. I bet this does the same.
But it's not all about power, is it? It's about power to weight. And your car is so much heavier than mine, partly because you've got that heavy 7-speed DSG automatic gearbox.
10 seconds, that's all I'll say.
10 seconds quicker around the Nürburgring is irrelevant. It's about
That's real world.
selecting
Real
gears.
world.
That's changed from first to second, second to third, on track, full throttle. Can't beat it. This is just like PlayStation.
No. This is a modern car.
Sorry, what colour is your car? Because it's grey here.
Yeah, it's painted under here.
Painted with what? Primer?
There's no lacquer on
grey
there.
here. Have
It's
you
all
changed
weight.
cars?
It's all weight.
Is it Moonstone? No, it's green. Hang on a minute. It's grey. It's green. Was this off a grey car originally? Don't tell me. Saving weight.
Yep.
Okay, well, let's find out if all the weight saving measures on these two cars really make a difference to the way these car drives, and which out of these two Nürburgring front wheel drive lap record cars is the most exciting to drive. Okay, we're in Wales. We're going to start off with the Clubsport S. Got a little secret to share with you, but if you're a viewer of the channel, you'll know anyway. While Simon, actually there's two secrets about you. Simon's got a Clubsport S, had from brand new, haven't you?
Yeah, I have.
And he's also got an order in for a
Edition 50.
Yeah, and he hasn't gone for area view, which I find very strange, but you have gone for performance pack.
Yeah, and I've got the right colour.
And you've gone for red as well, because you've got a lot of red Volkswagen.
Yeah. And not red wheels.
No, you've gone for what? Which wheels have you gone
The
for?
Volmana.
What colour?
Lightweight ones.
Polished or black?
Black.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anyway, we're in individual mode, which is kind of perfect for out here. Softer dampers, it's ring mode, everything's in aggressive. We've got pops and bangs, which can be a bit too loud, believe it or not, especially if you're trying to film repeatedly in the same place. Even out here, it scares the sheep. So, we've got 310 horsepower, front wheel drive only, VAQ diff. We're on Goodyear Eagle F1 Supersports. Cars were delivered on Michelin Pilot Sport Cut 2s, or N-rated Porsche tyres. You probably heard that earlier. We've got a manual gearbox, 6-speed box. We've got lovely bucket seats, so yeah, I think they're a little bit more huggy than the ones in the...
Yeah, the seats are better in here.
But then some people find these a bit too tight, you're not going to get the ones stolen out of your Mark 8, I think, because basically they're the same as an R-Line seat, aren't they?
Yeah.
Okay. Got Alcantara wheel, which it must be like a trick of the mind or something, but every car with an Alcantara wheel always feels brilliant.
I've ordered my Edition 50 with a
but you had
Art Velo wheel, they call it.
Yeah, I think Alcantara is a trademark, isn't it?
Yeah.
You had a bit of trouble ordering that though, didn't you?
I ordered it via Volkswagen Swindon, and I put an early order in, but the car's been held up because for some reason Volkswagen can't get the wheels.
Okay. Well, you're not that far behind, are you? Some people haven't got build dates. Some people who order now are looking at November.
Yeah, I've even heard people might get their cars in 2027, which would be a bit crazy.
You know what the plus side of being late though is? You probably haven't even thought about this, and I'm surprised because I know what you're like. 76 reg.
Oh, yeah.
Oh. Yeah.
Yeah, I hadn't thought about that.
No, and let's stop thinking about it. Let's start driving. So, I've driven the Edition 50. I've driven my Clubsport S. So I've driven the Edition 50 mainly today, but I've got the measure of it, I think, so I can compare it with this car. I don't know. This car just feels a little bit more supple. We're in soft dampers, but even so, I think it's a little bit softer. But then you find the Edition 50 a bit too soft in its softest mode, because obviously in the newer cars, I mean, that still sends thump through the chassis. But I don't know, it just feels so light. There's a quality of the Edition 50 that we'll talk about later that stand out, and there's a quality of the Clubsport S. And that standout quality of this car is its lightweight.
Yeah.
So if you've ever driven an up GTI, you'll know, you chuck it into a corner, it's like, where's the mass movement that's kind of a bit disconcerting? There's none. And this car's not as light, but then we are a bit wider as well, so we've got more stability from the width, and it just feels magical. Just only a little bit heavier than an up GTI really, about 250 kilograms. It's not that much, bear in mind we've got nearly 3 times the performance.
And this has got a gear stick.
Yeah, and that gear stick, it's a good one. And we've got pops and bangs if you like them, which you can really hear even with the Akrapovic on the 8.5, whichever car it is.
Fairly muted.
No, it kind of does an apologetic little fart.
Yeah.
I mean, look at that. It's just, the road's all over the place. The car is controlling things pretty well. It's a spectacular car, the Clubsport S. It may not be as faster on paper, but what we don't have in pace, we have in engagement. I know it's a bit of a cliche these days, but there's one thing now that will sell you this car. It's not its launch, most definitely not its launch, and we're not going to do that because we might have to go home with no clutch, but we'll just get moving, and then that.
Yeah.
First to second, high up in the revs, a lot of throttle, and it just goes.
Yeah.
It's just spectacular. Okay, we haven't got back seats, But then honestly, with this level of performance, you don't want anybody in the back. They'll be headbutting the roof. And it's noisy on the wrong surfaces. It might have Bluetooth, but it's a bit academic on certain motorways. But who cares?
It's got soul, this car has.
The Cup 2s it comes on as standard are definitely marginal in the UK probably most of the time of year, but you can switch to something like a Pilot Sport 4S or these Super Sports and it's pretty good all year round, and it'll handle track days as well. I'm never going to sell this car, never. Are you going to sell yours?
No.
And that is
a forever
that's
car.
A hard act to follow for the Edition 50. I don't know, for cars that have back seats and DSG and 5 doors can ever be as coveted as this car, especially with its genuinely limited build of just 400 units, because VW thought it was just too focused for people to buy it, and they were probably right. It was bonkers, but never has bonkers been so much fun. But just then we had traction control intervention. It's flashing on the dash. That's one thing we haven't seen in the Edition 50, is it?
No, traction is epic.
I don't know how much of that is down to the tyres. It's got 2 degrees of negative camber like the Clubsport S, so it should be similar. There's no torque steer as well in that car. I mean, it's not too bad in this, particularly on these good years. It's a bit worse on the Cup 2s. But yeah,
whoa!
I love the way the back is a little bit mobile. And it's quite small. They're both relatively small cars in the modern world.
This is definitely smaller.
Is it really?
More nimble, yeah.
Well, that's what I call nimble. Do you feel that? Oh, I love this car. And the brakes are pretty good too, but that's only because they've been upgraded. Okay, time for the Edition 50.
Was he behind, was he?
Yeah. Right, here we are in the Golf GTI Edition 50 in Wales on a lovely evening, quite late. Perfect conditions to enjoy this car, but a bit of setting up is required, isn't it, Si? So let's just get started. You've driven it here, Si. Tell us what you think is the best for this kind of road.
So I went to individual.
Yep.
And then there's a little cog and you can set it, and then you've got 16 stages of damp in there, and I'm gone 5 from the most comfortable. I found that if you go full comfort, there's almost too much movement in the car, but that's a really nice compromise.
So you think the car has the potential to be too soft?
Yes.
So that's contrary to what we expected when we kind of looked at it on paper, but concurs with what I thought at Millbrook, where it felt okay.
I think it's got an epic set of dampers on it, and to get the best out of the dampers, you've got to come off the most comfortable setting. So you've just got to get the damper to a nice level, and I think that comfort level 5 off the bottom is perfect.
So comfort plus 1 towards sport.
Yeah. I put the exhaust into. So you can see it. So the exhaust is on. And I put the drive on Sport Plus, and I drive it on the paddles, and it stays with the paddles. Because what I found really frustrating when I drove it in normal, it kept going away from manual all the time and going up through the gears. But if you put in Sport Plus, it's really good.
I wonder what it does. It should hold the gear then and not change up. I think we'll find out, because we can't obviously do that in a manual, because that just doesn't change gear if you don't change gear. But in this, I reckon it'll be not full manual shifting, because it won't stall the car. But I don't reckon it will change up on the rev limiter.
No, it didn't. I had it on the rev limiter.
What, in the press car? Oh, glad it's not my car.
Not quite.
Well, we will get it on the rev limiter just for testing's sake then. So this is individual then with Sport Plus drive mode. Yeah?
Yeah,
cool.
That's it. Yeah. Okay.
Oh, bit of wheel spin there. A very rare occurrence, as we'll come to shortly. That was just because there was a bit of gravel, so very forgivable. Do you know what? It feels, the throttle response feels a bit sharper, which is saying a lot. Almost a bit too sharp in this mode. And it does feel bigger, but I don't know, maybe it's because I'm not that familiar with it. Steering doesn't feel half as good. Maybe it's that Alcantara wheel trick. Yeah. But I don't know. I don't like this mode, mate. It's terrible. It's too jerky.
Is it? It's for you, too jerky.
That feels jerky to me. Okay, I'm exaggerating it there, but I'm going to go ring mode because Benny knows. And this is another nallying feature. Please pay attention to the road. Operating options for the drivers reduced. So not only have we got lane assist, speed limit warning, now we've got bloody keep an eye on the road and don't mess around with the settings. Right, special. Benny knows best. Sorry, Si. But it's all down to personal taste. That's the beauty of a modern car. You make it how you want it. See, the steering now feels better to me. Don't know why, it's probably the same thing. Okay, lovely down changes, and then
grip is epic.
I can't get, there's even bumps there and it didn't spin up.
I've never experienced any car.
It's 14 degrees now as well. It's not perfect conditions.
I've driven it in the damp and it was still gripping.
There's a lot of sunken manhole covers which would normally upset a tyre's grip on the road, but it's just, even with a fair bit of throttle, it's not spinning up a wheel.
The front end grip is incredible.
Well, this is an evil corner. Just goes through these bumps without
the damping,
spinning the wheel
the
at all.
quality of the damping's phenomenal.
And it's a lot quieter, you know, when you're just cruising. It's pretty damn good on fuel as well. What did you? I reckon
on the way up about 36.
It just rockets up. That's a big difference with Mark 8s and 8.5s. They're more efficient than the 7. I mean, the Clubsport S is pretty bad, to be honest, even on, you know, relatively normal tyres.
Just needs a bit more noise.
There's just something about the way it turns in, where it seems to, the back seems to come into play.
It's just epic how it goes.
It's just so pointy. That's a crap adjective. And now we have the bumpy session. Oh my god.
That is control, which is incredible.
It's asking a lot of the dampers that, but it didn't bottom out, did it?
No.
And that is the test there. It's not how stable we are in the cabin.
There is a huge difference between this and the Clubsport and the Golf R in terms of dampers.
Yeah.
That's
Things
where
have moved
the money
on.
is.
10 years. I wonder who makes them. We should have a look underneath.
The Clubsport S ones are made by Monroe.
Yeah, not the biggest name, but they did a good job. But I don't think they're special to the Clubsport S anyway. I think they're off-the-shelf dampers because it's the same part number as Leon Cupra. So have a think about that. But there was software calibration as there is with this car.
Yeah, there's stuff going on.
Okay. So look at that. It's not. Oh, that's just amazing. Bump in the corner there and it just soaked it up.
I can't imagine there's any front wheel drive car that's got any more grip than this. I don't think there's ever been a front wheel drive car with more grip than this. I've driven a few.
I think the Speedo's broken as well because it's one of those cars, a bit like a Cayman GT4, where you're doing like a speed and it's higher than the speed you think you're doing. It's started to bong now. That can't be right. Is this really 57 miles an hour? That is a tricky corner, and it makes it worse that you can see a car park in the distance. It makes you think the road's straight on, but this car's got it in reserve. Maybe not for hitting the sheep. But the standout feature of this car, and we both agree on this, is the grip. It feels like a Golf R when it comes to traction in these conditions. I know they're close to perfect.
Better than a Golf R.
But once you get going, it hasn't got the weight of the Golf R.
Yeah, much better than a Golf R. It's much more playful. The rear works. The Golf R is good.
You know where you stand with this car. It's proper engineering. There's no electronics like gimmicky drift and torque vectoring. It's just been set up with some of the best front-wheel drive engineers. Oh, I got it spinning then. You want it to spin sometimes. But actually, when you're moving, you know, over this cattle grid, no traction control. That is incredible. Shit, this is pretty good as well, isn't it, Si?
This is really, really good. Considering you haven't got a gear stick, this is about as good as it can get in a front-wheel drive car. We didn't see it, won't change it.
Yeah, that's proper, that is. Showing back the paddles though, we've got the Mickey Mouse paddles from the Clubsport and base GTI.
Maybe Benny liked them.
Why have they not done
Maybe Benny
the Golf
liked
R
them.
ones? They're not exactly brilliant, but they're better than these ones.
Benny's quite small, maybe little fingers.
Good old Benny. Other than that though, oh man. It's a tough one. We'll talk about this. Come on, let's go to Portsmouth then. Let's do it on the beach.
Yeah.
Now. Okay guys, we're at Black Rock Sands, it's getting dark and we need to conclude this video because frankly we can't drive any further that way because it's a bit wet. So we need to decide which of these two hot golfs is the best, the 2016 Clubsport S or the 2026 Edition 50. Now best is very subjective, but I think Si and I agree on which we like in different ways because the Clubsport S is better than that in some ways, and the Edition 50 whoops the Clubsport S in other ways. So, Si, give me some positives on the S.
Weight.
Weight, yeah. Add lightness. That's what they've done with this. It's basically a Lotus, isn't it?
Yeah.
Taking weight out makes it faster, handle better, ride better, brake better, better on fuel, although you'd never know. So that is this car's USP. Also, it's got a manual box, which is becoming rare these days, and it's such a good one as well, isn't it?
Yeah, level of interaction. You just can't. You can't beat a manual box.
So I would coin the cliche that it's a more engaging car because you're connected to it through a manual gearbox. And yeah, it may not be quicker on paper. I don't know, I think once they're in gear, they're not really that different, and the power to weight ratio will probably suggest this is quicker.
Yeah.
But the shift on that, because it's 7-speed and it's super slick, doesn't waste any energy. Ride, let's talk about the ride, because it's a heavier car, so it's going to be harder for it to ride well and go around corners. Would you say they've aced it? Because we were worried it was going to be a bit too heavy.
Yeah, the damper technology in this is phenomenal. It's good in that. It's absolutely phenomenal in this.
Yeah, 10 years of development of dampers. It's like tyres, they've moved on a hell of a lot, and the tyres as well.
Grip. The grip level in this car takes things to a whole new level.
Yeah.
And if you've ordered a Golf R, try one of these.
Yeah, it's just a more organic experience, you know? Like the RS3, the R will push on and it will torque vector, and that's interesting and better than an inert rear axle and a car that pushes on. However, this car, I don't think we've made it understeer yet, have we?
It just doesn't lose traction.
No.
Even in damp conditions.
I mean, it's obvious really, if you want to set a lap record at the Nordschleife, you need to put the power down, and that is, I think, what they focused on with this car. They haven't made it that much quicker, but they've made that power be more usable, and for a front-wheel drive car, It's remarkable.
And it's got a mobile rear end.
And
in a way
no-
a Golf R just
It's very
hasn't.
neutral as well. So you've got the grip at the front, you've got a rear end that helps you. It's so much more natural than a
Yes,
torque
it's
vectoring
mechanical
rear
grip.
end. Yeah, but which one's best? Okay,
That one.
let me sing the praises of this car, because this is a very special car, uniquely numbered, no back seats. Yes, it's a really compromised hot hatch and a Golf because you can't take people out in it, but the level of performance means that passengers don't really like this car, so you're not missing out much there.
No.
So yeah, it's really special, but it is a feat of amazing engineering that you get this level of performance with the Edition 50, and you get back seats, you get 5 doors, you get DSG. I was thinking, why would you want a car like this that's so practical? Because the level of performance, again, is a bit mental. However, we're lucky in that we've got a few cars, haven't we?
Yeah.
So we can have, you know, different cars for different roles. If you, like most people, can only have one, wow, what an amazing one-car garage that is.
And if that's the end of the petrol GTI, that is a phenomenal way to go out.
Yeah. Let's hope it's not the end, but if it is the end, then it's a great way to end. But I think you could quite easily justify having these two cars as well, couldn't you? Because they're so different.
Yeah.
So the big question is, Si, you were a bit teeter on the brink, going to put £1,000 in the bin by not having your Edition 50 that you ordered when the order books opened.
Yeah.
You were even talking about buying a Cayman GTS 4 litre, which is similar sort of money.
Yeah.
Think about that, people.
Yeah.
What are you going to do?
I'll keep the order.
He's going to keep the order, all because he's driven this car in its perfect environment today. Well done, mate. And
Yeah,
that's good
thank
for
you.
me because it means we can do a collection video. Yeah,
And it'll be red. It'll be the right colour.
Yeah, so I've gone for a red one, which is a lot more photogenic than this car. This is beautiful in real life, not so great in photos. So, yeah. When's it due, mate?
Built next week.
Okay, so arriving in the next sort of few weeks then.
Yeah, hope so.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Well, look out for that video. But big thanks for watching this video. Big thanks to Si for being a safe pair of hands with the press office's very precious Edition 50 that's booked out for a long time after this because so many people want to drive it. Obviously, big thanks to VW Press Office for trusting me with the car. And see you for the next one very soon. Which one do you want to go home in?
This one.
That's good, because I want to go home in that one. So.